Hi, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Happy Saturn day. Happy Saturday. It is September 20th, 2025. I'm here with your Virgo new moon partial solar eclipse reading. The eclipse is tomorrow. I hope all is well. It started raining when I was outside meditating for you, but it was a light rain, a light drench. I don't know how it connects just yet. But let's burn some sage. Let's pray. Hold on. Feels like this eclipse, I don't know what you consider cozy to be, but it's highlighting coziness of some sort. Okay. Oh! Clumsiness as well. Where the fuck did it go? Hold on. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. Okay. Air signs. So, honey. His hair has gotten long. Okay. So when it comes to cleaning, right? Or cleansing, there's a lot of surface focus. When there's a need to go deeper, there's a need to look under the crevices. My lighter fell, baby, I had to dig underneath the little compartment on my desk in order to get it. So I hear stop going around the corners. There's a need to go in, go underneath. Like they're showing me a, for some of you, something that you're looking for, it's in your nightstand. They're showing me nightstands next to a bed and how like you may clean off the type of the nightstand, but you're not opening the drawers and going through what's in the drawers and dusting out the drawers and getting in the cracks and crevices of things. Like there's a need to get up in there, right? That's one thing that's coming up for you with the solar eclipse. Also, skin sensitivity could be coming up as well. I don't know. My skin just got, I don't know, just Florida water on it. Also, with some, if you're a masculine energy, you see my neck is giving like, maybe it could have been a while since you had some deep throat, okay? No children should be listening to me. Let us pray though. You're about to be able to, I don't know, monetization is coming up. All right, let's pray after we burn this sage. But again, I don't know how the rain connects just yet. I hear One and Only by Mariah Carey in my mind. Interesting. So lonely. I'm looking for my one and only. You're looking for your one and only, air signs. Feels like that's heavily connected to some Libra placements, but I don't know. Doesn't matter, the placement. Truly, we are all 12 signs, whether you want to accept that or not. Some of you don't accept that. All right. Your belief systems could be changing. I may have said that to you with the lunar eclipse. I don't know. Let's pray. 344. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide the air elements, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius on this Virgo new moon partial solar eclipse that peaks tomorrow. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the energy unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided, divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Gratitude, Ashe. October 20th, yes, 3:45 p.m. I just keep saying October 20th in my third eye. 10:20. Okay. I see Chucky, let's play. What is happening? Some of you are stringing someone along, or you're being stringed along. I just drink the string. Let's see. We're going to start with the tarot, air signs. I'm going to start. Actually, we're going to do this different. All right. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's going on? Aquarius energy, the star, healing. A light being shown throughout. No, a light being shown in the midst of whatever darkness you're experiencing. Hold on. Okay, my bad. The air elements, Virgo, new moon, solar eclipse. This deck has a lot to say. Heavy Aquarius. Aquarius season is being highlighted. Judgment fell on the ground sideways. So yeah, October 20th. You have 1020 here, actually. So yeah. All right. Gemini is on the board. Who are we missing? We're missing Libra. Anything else? Heavy Aquarius. Everybody is getting that tower, yo. I think we're good. There's Libra. This energy is all over the place, air elements. Okay, so you're starting with the star, Aquarius energy. Then you have Scorpio energy, happiness in reverse. You have judgment sideways. The father, King of Cups, Father of Water is reverse. Also sideways, you have the Magician and the Lovers. You also have repletion in reverse. You have defeat upright. You have Hierophant in reverse. You have the Daughter of Fire upright. You have the Tower upright. And you have the Son of Air sideways. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 majors here. And then you have the High Priestess in reverse, which would be the 7th major. I see the Hanged Man in reverse, which would be the 8th major. And then you have Equilibrium in between, which is Libra energy. So whether, okay, 8 majors signifies, Lord God, I cannot say that word. A major life transition, a major life change. So for instance, an example of this would be if you don't have children, you're having children. If you've been living alone, you're having someone move in. If you've been at home all your life, you're moving out. Like there's a major life change. If you haven't been in school in fucking 40 years and you're back in school, again, a major life change, okay? There's a major life transition. Now, this transition is definitely bringing in a lot of healing. It's also healing a lot of inner child wounds that you have. Some of you may not think that you have certain problems that you actually do have. so it's giving the energy of denial somehow, some way, and that energy of denial is definitely blocking your manifestations, and it's blocking the legacy that you are attempting to build. Now, also, some of you may have the issue of placing your, I hear, placing the emotional blame on someone else when there's a need for accountability. Accountability is being highlighted with this solar eclipse. But again, rest and rejuvenation as well. I just wanted to say rejuvenation, rest came out. So if you've been struggling with balancing work and rest, there's about to be a major change in a life cycle in regards to that. There is a shift in commitment coming. You have the Hierophant in reverse, so there could be a breakup of some sort. You could be leaving a job filled. You could be walking away from a long-term friendship. And there could be a cycle that you have been entertaining that you are leaving behind, but you are walking away from something that's going to have a major impact on your life. Like that step creates massive shifts. It creates a domino effect within itself. I do feel like as far as the fires that are being set energetically and metaphorically in your life, you are igniting them. With the daughter of fire being in between the Hierophant and the Tower, you are igniting a lot of fires. And you are the air element, so the opposite in this is your sign for all of you is a fire sign. So your shadow is very, very active throughout this solar eclipse transit, very active throughout these next 6 months. Now with this energy of defeat upright, repletion in reverse, son of air, feels like you're wanting to give up on something, but there's a need to question your judgment call on that. Very interesting. All right. Yeah, a lot of you are wanting to walk away. You're thinking about disconnecting from a part or friendship, a lover, I don't know. Whatever this is, it has to do with another human. This could go down in Pisces season, Aquarius or Pisces season, where these energies are involved. There's a transformation that's wanting to happen, but there's conflict with the transformation. And someone is about to say fuck it, but there's a need to question a fuck it. Yeah, something's not over. The universe in reverse, but you're trying to manifest. Something's not over when someone is manifesting something to be over. It's like making a decision, but the decision that you're making is not fated. So therefore, I hear it's not allowed to proceed. Yeah, the Fool. Because there's a brand new beginning. There's restoration in something. But whatever this restoration is, it's the perspective of hope and renewal and healing and newness. There's a lot of blind justice happening as well. The universe is going to give you something that you want over these next 6 months. Again, it's going to contribute to that 8 life cycle change energy. Feels like something's going to happen sooner than expected, but I hear it needs to. Like the word need is very loud. Anything else? A lot of you are just energetically fucking exhausted. I can feel it. And it's definitely affecting your momentum, your drive. It's affecting your personal power too, and your money. All right, that's pretty cool. So the music just switched to a thunderstorm. Hold on. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, please. You're scared of something. Or if you're not scared of something, you may feel defeated in something, but you're suffering in silence about it. And it's contributing to self-destruction in some aspect. There's a change coming to that. I don't know. It's like you're in a chokehold in regards to something, literally. This music, hold on. I need to get my zen back. You have the moon, oppression. Yeah, there's someone's suffering in regards to a secret or just something that they're definitely suffering in silence, and it's leading to energetic defeat and unhappiness. Okay. You have torments, bravery, destruction, change, the moon, oppression, all upright. You have the Ace of Air upright, repletion upright, happiness in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune upright, deception upright, disappointment upright. Hold on. I'm gonna put these numbers together. You have 4 10s. So your 5s are torments upright and disappointment in reverse, okay? Your 6, you could be saying 5, 6, 7. Yeah, your 6 is happiness in reverse. Your 7 is bravery and deception. You have no 8s. Your 9, you can consider the moon. 18 breaks down to 9. And then you have 4 10s here. You have destruction. You have oppression. You have repletion. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. And then again, you have the Ace of Air. And then you have 2 change, okay? Okay, so with disappointment being in reverse and torments being upright, this is like hella trust issues, right? You know, being so disappointed in life or just by people that instead of moving forward, instead of having, I hear a an an aspiration of a certain an aspiration of a certain pursuit of happiness. It's just like, I'm not even going to take the chance, because if I don't take the chance, I can avoid the disappointment. Okay. However, this energy, it's leading to unhappiness, it's leading to a lack of fulfillment. And this trauma, because it feels like a trauma for a lot of you, it is connected to your inner child and or your childhood. It's this energy of feeling defeated in a sense. Now with torment being here, even though this fucking monkey is in a chokehold, right? He's holding himself in the chokehold. So you can remove, you're able to remove that, but the chokehold is a block of the throat chakra. So this could be a block within creative expression. This could be a block within verbal expression, or just a block in expression in general, and not speaking up about it. Because that's the theme here. There are certain things that you are experiencing, growing through, whatever the case may be, and you are not talking about it, okay? But the energy, your air energy, so you would rather mentally think it through, resolve it, whatever the case may be, before talking about it. But that is leading to self-deception. And you see in this bravery card, these are two people. So there's a need to be brave, take a risk, and express, okay? Because even in this deception, you see this bird's mouth is wide open, okay? Talking mad shit, all right? So you need to speak about something. Whatever it is, it's a truth of yours. And heavy energy and a truth of yours, okay? So there's something you need to get off your chest. It feels like you've been needing to express this for quite some time. You just haven't been doing so. But there's a change coming to that energy. Whatever you are withholding, you will be exposing. Okay? But I also feel like people are holding information from you too. I hear it goes both ways, but I don't know who people are. Now with this oppression, repletion, destruction shit, that is torment within itself. It's like you not expressing something has you in this energy collectively. Oppression, destruction, repletion. Okay. But you expressing leads to a different type of 10. Okay, a different type of time, Wheel of Fortune. All right. But there is something with the moon you're keeping in the dark that needs to come to the light. And the solar eclipse, solar is light energy, eclipse is darkness, but this is a new moon. You can't see the moon because the light is not illuminated on the new moon, but it doesn't mean that a birth isn't happening, right? And I feel like the birth that's happening is a change within your expression. However, a change in your expression is positive, right? I've been advising of that for like the last fucking 10 minutes. Hi, Mom. Love you too. Now, this change in expression is a truth that you are expressing. However, you expressing your truth is also a validation of you've been lying to a lot of people because you've been dishonest, because you haven't been speaking your truth. Okay? Which is why deception is here as well. But even though that may be the case, heavy energy on the truth with the Ace of Air shall set you free, and the truth may have a hurricane aligned with it. Okay, hurricane is connected to water. I did say it started raining. It was a light drench. I didn't know what it meant, but it's starting to connect now. But even though, your deceptive ways may be exposed, because, yeah, bravery is what matters, okay? And it's key to overcoming. You choosing to save face in whatever case. Okay, we got some bars today. But yeah, you choosing to save face in whatever case is going to keep you in the energy of destruction, oppression, repletion, okay, and fucking torment. Now, for a lot of you, what's contributing to this energy is it's like minding business that is not yours to mind. So with the Wheel of Fortune, as you see, this is casino energy, you know, cards. Some of you could be into, I think it's called cartography. Um, when you use playing cards to read, I think that's called cartography. Um, but this is, you know, focusing on a lot of external shit versus your own shit. You know, being in everyone else's business but your own. Having an opinion of everyone else's business, but it's like your shit sinks too, you know? Um Judging when you have no room to judge in a sense. And you could feel, if you are that type of individual throughout this eclipse, you could feel a turn of the tables on you. Like I'm seeing a knife being thrown, but you have to, if you're going to throw the knife, you need to point the knife at yourself, metaphorically speaking. Okay, just want to iterate that. um yeah, things will never be the same. Now there is an out. You have two choices. You know, we always have a choice. Every day that we have life, we have a choice. Okay, we can choose to continue the cycle, change the cycle. You know, every day is a new opportunity, truly. Okay, because not everyone can wake up every day to have a new opportunity. So when you have one, I feel like you need to start taking advantage with this Wheel of Fortune of the opportunities of life, and you not doing so. I know we spoke on expression, but you just not taking advantage of the opportunities that you are able to manifest, create, and call into power because you are air energy. It's leading to this energy of stagnation, which is a reflection of the torment, the repletion, the destruction, the oppression, so on and so forth, right? Um, Also, for a lot of you, this expression energy is heavily connected to vulnerability. Okay, a lot of you view vulnerability as a weakness when truly it is a great power. Okay, vulnerability is heavily connected to courage because it takes courage to be vulnerable. It takes courage to put yourself out there. It takes courage to stand out, to separate yourself from the crowd. It takes courage to say no. It takes courage to, this shit may disappoint y'all, okay, but it's making me happy. And you doing shit similar to what I said to the earth signs to make sure everyone's happy, but disappointing yourself is a cycle that it's not true to you. And for a lot of you, I mean, you're air energy, so it is okay and common for your mind to change. And it's like, instead of you honoring when your mind changes, when the situations changes, when the circumstances changes, when the feelings change, you don't you don't own that truth. It's like, okay, whatever, I don't know. But it's not whatever. Like, okay, as I say that, I saw this fucking reel on YouTube today, and it was Kanye and Chris Brown, and fucking he was talking about the internet's opinions and mental health or whatever the case may be. And Chris was like, you know, the people, the internet, the internet shouldn't matter. And he was like, it matters. But yeah, it's like you're viewing something as, even though, you know, I feel different, it doesn't matter. That shit matters, okay? And he's a Gemini, so it makes sense for the energy to come up. And Gemini is a twin, so yeah, things may not, honey, your mind may change, literally. And that's okay. And I feel like your mind is changing about a lot. What you're doing in life, the people, your morals and values could be changing too, but in a way of strengthening versus weakening. But it's like not wanting to step into that. It's like, you know, yeah, I see it, but I'm gonna just watch it. It's like, stop watching and embody it. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna pull one more time from this deck and we'll move on. Air elements: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Also, going back to that energy of truth, and since Aquarius energy was so loud, and Aquarius is the 11th house, so 11 is justice, Libra energy, but it's like, you know, I'm getting like exposing truths collectively, like on a platform. Again, putting yourself out there. I don't know, it's giving your opinion matters. All right, we have the Hanged Man upright, a different perspective, a shift in perspective. The Father of Water, it came out in reverse, but it's on the table upright. You have perfection. Oh, you have the Ace of Fire. It's a lot of fire energy, but I said you're starting a lot of fires. The Hierophant is out here. Again, repletion is now in reverse, but the Hierophant is now upright. You're making a new commitment to yourself. Yes, success. Something's not successful right now, but it will. Like this, well, both of these bracelets I bought myself. I'm trying to show you, but my wrist is so damn small. They've been hidden away, locked up. Well, not locked up, but hidden for quite some time. But this ruby, and then this is Leo. But I bought both of these for myself for my 33rd birthday. Yeah. But I never wear them. Like, it's been at least 2 years since I've worn them. And then when I was looking for them for my birthday that passed this year, and I could not find them. But I did end up finding them after the fact, wearing them right now. But I also had a ring, but one of my rubies fell out of the ring. And once one of the rubies, it was a ring with 2 rubies because that's my birthstone. And when one of the rubies fell out, I just threw the ring to the earth. If something breaks, I give it back to the earth. But I'm seeing that ring. So going back to how the energy started at the beginning, when this lighter fell, blue lighter expression up underneath, and I'm like, there's a need to get in the drawers, the cracks, the crevices, all of that. You need to, it's giving seek and you shall find, but not going through shit, like looking for something, like going through someone's phone. I mean, shit, seek and you shall find. But it's giving like treasures, like something of value, something that is it's something very sentimental, something that is forgotten about, but it's restoration for you somehow, some way. It's like hidden, but once you find it, it lights a fire within, literally. And when I bought the ruby and the ring, I also made a commitment to myself. And you have the Hierophant here. But I want to know what leads to this. What's the change in perspective for the air signs? It's your vulnerability. Your vulnerability leads to success. It leads to successful commitments, successful new endeavors. It leads to shit being at the right place at the right time. It leads to an overflowing cup, emotional stability. It leads to everything that you want. Because how the Hanged Man energy is being clarified by domination and joy. So instead of, there's something that you feel like is solo, dolo, and it's not. The opposite of the fucking earth signs, for sure. But you see in success, there's 6 people here. It's like you've mastered something. Now it's time to, you've mastered something alone. Now it's time to master something with someone else. But whoever I'm speaking of, I don't think you've met them yet. Have they? No, not yet. Anything else with this? You know, and it could be a friend, you know. I know this, when it comes to speaking of, you know, connecting with people, the human mind goes to relationship and shit, romantic, and honey, it's not always that way. So a lot of people out here fucking single and not dealing, as well as connected and dealing too. But I noticed that both communities are not acknowledged equally. But Ace of Cups, again, you're so there's a need to find to sum this up, finding the power of your weaknesses leads to everything that you, yeah, finding the power in your weaknesses leads to everything that you desire. For instance, you know, the weakness would be the fear of expressing, but realizing that expressing is a power within itself leads you to expressing, which leads you to overcoming that fear, which leads to a victory, and it's a domino effect within itself, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Failure in reverse. But blind faith is a thing too. I think I said blind justice at the beginning, but there's a lot of blind faith tied into this too, because courage is blind faith. Okay, you have a vision, you have a willpower, you have something, okay, some type of inner fire, some type of emotional connection to Nike, just do it. And then you do it. Yeah, you may have a long-term visual effect, okay, but you really don't know what the fucking outcome is going to be until you try, until you do it. But there is a need to get uncomfortable. Ace of air again. So right now we have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. We are missing the Ace of Pentacles. Money is not the focus. This is about connection. This is about the senses. The senses are heavily involved. Being able to touch, taste, smell, feel. But being able to enjoy that with humans. Some of you, it's like you're very comfortable in your own skin, respectfully and rightfully so. Okay, you should be having that commitment to yourself, okay? Honey, if the world were more like you. But do you know, it's like knowing how to interact with yourself, but being socially inactive with others, but needing to intertwine that energy into your reality. And I feel like for a lot of you, it takes courage to intertwine that into your reality, because with the energy that we started with, honey, you got trust issues, okay? You hear that alarm? I don't know if you hear, but I hear it. So your trust issues is keeping you in a fucking prison, okay? And it's time to set it off, okay, with this Tower, to eliminate that self-destruction. You know, in order for this world to truly change and be a better place that so many people are protesting and fighting and advocating for, we all need to get uncomfortable. Okay, because comfortability does not lead to, what the fuck does it lead to? At least it contributes to stagnation versus leading to the change that we desire. So for us to truly be a better, okay, collectively in the world, we have to, honey, shit has to be shaken up, okay? The turbulence needs to come. It needs to happen for us to get to that place. It's like we get to a certain point collectively and then we just stop fucking fighting. Like, no, that's not how you not reincarnate here. Okay, again, that's how you reincarnate here again. You got to keep pushing. Keep pushing, okay? Anything else? Joy, you got to keep rising to the top, okay? You can't stop. Here, don't stop. Get it, get it. All right, hold on. Let me light this incense and we'll keep going. I've been talking for 40 minutes. We've been on one deck for 40 minutes. That's crazy. Girls, the girls, they love us. Okay. Let's get into this, the oracle. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. You have forgiveness in reverse. Forgiveness in reverse. And then you have Dream Thief, refusal of the call. Okay. It's actually very positive, but give me a second. Normally, I don't read, or speak of forgiveness in reverse being positive, but this is. Yeah, caterpillar opportunity. You could be seeing 444. You have 444 here. You have moving out of stagnation. Okay. And then you have deep, quiet meditation and stillness, sideways. Anything else? You have 411. So 411 is information. Your heart is cold towards something. Okay. Yeah, your heart is cold towards something. Now, I'm going to read it the first way. There's two different ways. The first way that I saw it, and then I'm going to read it how the story is unfolding. So, with forgiveness being in reverse, with refusal of the call in reverse, this is... It's giving moving forward and not looking back, right? Which is positive, you know? Moving forward, not looking back. But it's also negative because not looking back could represent the energy of avoidance, okay? And so when there's a thin line between the two, I feel like, yeah, there is a thin line between the two. Because next to this energy, you have opportunity, okay? So there is an opportunity. We started this with the star card, so healing, okay, renewal. But forgiveness is a part of healing and renewal. You know, forgiving yourself for the past mistakes, you know, or the mistakes you've made, the wrong turns, the decisions, you know, the truth that you chose not to live in, not to stand up for, whatever the fucking case may be, right? But when we are moving forward, right, and in the energy of not looking back, because I feel like not looking back can be defined in multiple ways. Not looking back could be, you know, not entertaining the past. It could be, you know, like once you leave the hood, you never go back type shit. It could be a physical thing. It could be, you know, refusing to entertain the same mindset. Like, it could represent a multitude of things. This isn't a one-track mindset reading. With air energy, it's never one-track mindset, I've noticed. Respectfully, though. However, this energy is about character. And this energy, it's like, you know, when we don't look back, and I've said this before, it's been a while, but we tend to forget where we came from, right? We tend to forget the steps that it took to get from point A to point B to point C to point D to point E and the rest of the motherfucking alphabet, all right? But there's opportunity in that, because if you look in this caterpillar, yes, the head, it's the main cat is looking ahead, right? But as you see, you know, the eyes are looking towards the past. 44 on the timer. So that history, that, like, your ancestors are a part of the past, that history, that narrative, that story, it matters. It really truly does fucking matter. But in order for that to come into a in order to manifest that into a healthy configuration in your life, there needs to be a sense of forgiveness, you know, being able to reflect and smile versus reflect and be heartbroken again, versus then reflect and be angry again, you know, being able to see the good times versus the bad times, but also seeing how the bad times shaped the fucking good times, you know. Being able to encompass the wholeness of it all, the positivity and the negativity versus one aspect of another, you know. It's like, you know, going through a massive breakup or having a falling out or detaching from someone. And, you know, instead of dragging or having a negative narrative about that person, it wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad all the fucking time, okay? Because you were attracted to something that allowed you to be involved in the first fucking place. So instead of, you know, responding from the place of embarrassment, which is when we focus on the negativity of any type of interaction we had, usually that negative focus aspect is coming from a place of embarrassment, okay? But instead of just like, you know, honey, we had some good times and we had some bad times and I'm appreciative of it all, God bless, you know, I can still smile, look at that situation, reflect, no matter how it made me feel when shit hit the fucking fan, but overall I can truly smile. That is worth something, okay? And there's opportunity within that reflection, and there's forgiveness within that reflection as well. But you not doing that does have you a bit stagnated, which is why we have moving out of stagnation in reverse. And this card is the Dust Devil. So you may think that you are moving forward and not looking back, but baby, you are energetically tamed is not the word, but energetically attached to it. Interesting, tamed wanted to come out. So basically taming is you're still being controlled, whether you want to acknowledge this or not, which is a truth that you're realizing for yourself throughout this eclipse, okay? Okay, so moving on. You have a deep quiet meditation and stillness. You have the courage to step into life in reverse. We spoke of courage. And then confidence in your magic. 1144 is here. You've been too still for too long. For some of you, again, let me clarify. For some of you, okay? And when I say some of you, I'm referring to people that have emotional control and emotional maturity, okay? Be honest with yourself if you have that or not. My right ear is doing some crazy shit right now, okay? But for those of you that do have emotional control and maturity, you have kept the peace for way too long. Baby, honey, you've been quiet for way too long. You kept the peace for way too long. You see, these are glass hands. It's time to break that motherfucking glass, okay? And this is, once you do that, okay, once you stop keeping the fucking peace, that's when this energy of confidence in your magic and the courage to step into your life is going to flip upright for you. But as long as you are not shaking the room, keeping the peace, staying quiet, you're not getting the job done, okay? But I'm not saying be loud and obnoxious either, okay? There's a way to do things, okay? And you have the maturity to know how to do things, so get her done. Anything else? Yeah, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Me Talks. Heather Headley, Me Time is coming up. You have... Let me just get the card. Stars in the Sky, Limitless Possibility. It's a lot of blue energy here. You're being asked to work with the water elements. Water element is going to do a lot of healing for you. So I know it's about to be harvest season and shit, okay? But it's some beaches and things. There's any water. You may used to spend a lot of time in water, salt baths, showers, whatever the case may be. I'm seeing feet like cleaning your feet with water, washing feet, but there's something with water you're being asked to reconnect. Yeah, there's an opportunity there. You and water got it going on, okay? I don't know what it is. Yeah, winter's dream. In the winter, I feel like you need to plan to visit some water. Yeah. Well song resonating. I hear this energy is showing me the temperature could be in the 60s when you go. But then you have covenant, sacred contracts. It did come out in reverse. Clarify. It's upright though. Yeah, Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. I'm just hearing exit the peaceful state. Because if you think about winter, when it snows, it's quiet, it's still, it's like that deep, quiet meditation, right? And stillness card that you had. But with sacred contracts, you being peaceful, calm, in the energy of rest and rejuvenation, I feel like you've been doing that, but you have grid work to do. It's giving grid work for some. Not everyone is meant to do grid work. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm not talking to you. Those that need to do it know that you need to do it, okay? See? Grid work. But this is during winter solstice specifically. And again, this energy is lasting up until spring solstice, so yeah. Can I get one more though, please? Yeah, both step forward upright. Okay, so the courage. It's like wanting to be the person that, not necessarily liked, but you want people to have positive things to say about you and think about you and shit. Who the fuck doesn't, you know? We all want a good reputation, I would say, right? But this, you worrying about the perception of others is blocking your wish fulfillment. It's blocking your dream come true. Whatever that is for you. You need to speak up about what, I don't know. But whatever's in your head needs to come out of your mouth. In a respectful manner, but it needs to be done. And how people take it, as long as you do it respectfully, fuck everything else, okay? Real shit. But yeah, going back to what I said, there's you and water, y'all got a thing going on and you haven't been doing your part, and the water is missing you. Take that how it resonates. Now, for some of you, you're going back to the energy of not looking back. There's somewhere that you may have come from, you haven't been to this place in a very long time. You may be called to go back this winter. For some, it may be due to a funeral. For others, I don't know. It's just you got to go back. What I can say is the reason why you need to go back is because it's connected to that star energy. It's connected to healing. It's connected to healing is just a theme. Whatever this is, your adult self would reject this, but it's not about your adult self. It's about your inner child, which is why you need to go back, okay? I'm here just for a quick good time, not a long time, okay? So, yeah. But yeah, you have repairing the mind. That whatever this is a part of repairing the body, the mind, and the spirit. There is an opportunity. It's a positive opportunity for you. You know, you may want to say, no, I'll sit this one out. I'll rest this one out. Spirit is saying the opposite. You need to take that bold step forward. There's enlightenment there that you need. You may not think there's an opportunity or there's a need or a necessity or healing for you, just based on what you see when you reflect back, okay, these children, but that is an illusion within itself. Yes. Resonating. Okay, thank you, Spirit. But there's a contract to honor here. Okay, and again, this could be going down this winter. For some of you, it's between winter solstice and June 2026. Yeah. And that's what you need to know about that. Anything else for the air elements? Nope. Moving on. Alright, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here, Cisco, is love enough? What's this sign? Make you stay with me. Oh, my niece called me. Call her back. She's a Libra. He's a Scorpio, November 9th. Interesting. Make it stop crying. Is Lavina, Three of Swords. Okay, you have the World. You have the Ten of Cups. Huh. So yeah, there's a cycle ending solo, and there is some type of collaboration beginning, okay? Here, that's affirmed and stamped. Oh no. The Seven of Wands. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Lovers. You're very defensive, resistant. Be resistant. Some of y'all don't want kids. Huh. I said that because the Lovers came out, right? And then the Sun, these two kids came out in reverse. Hold on, this is about to die. Woo! Make sure my hair does not catch on fire. I have this thing with fire, y'all. I don't know what the fuck. Ace of Cups. I don't know. There is something that you are fighting against, okay? This could be love, commitment. There's something in regards to partnership, that wish fulfillment that you are just on defense about. You're very defensive about something, very resistant towards something. Very just not even wanting to entertain. Damn, my nose is itching. Everything is itching. But yeah, you can be very sensitive towards this as well. Going back to the energy of sensitivity that we spoke on. There's a need to keep opinions out of something. Yeah, because it's going to disrupt what you're building. Queen of Cups. But it is fulfilling. I don't know. There's this thing of being very, like, easily knocked off your own pedestal, right? It's like if someone hurts your feelings or says something that does not stroke the ego or whatever the case may be, if it's displeasing, like you just fall the fuck apart. And it's like, that's the time to stand strong. Yeah, you fall apart. The Empress in reverse. It's like you forget who you are. Sheesh. Yeah, there's a need to maintain your power, maintain your stance. Even if you have to do it alone, stand strong. But I do feel like there is something, like there is something, a wish fulfillment coming from something that you desired as a child. I feel like the timing for it is now. I don't know what this is specifically, you know, we're all different. But or it could be something that's already been trying to come in and you just keep saying no to it. You keep saying you're not ready. You feel defeated. I don't know what this is. But also, you know, whatever you are fighting for, standing for, there's a need to know the root of why, so that when any energy approaches you that's against that, you're able to combat that with the root of your truth, if that makes sense. That'll keep you on that throne, that pedestal. But you need to definitely stop rejecting the help. You do a lot of pushing people away. It's a lot of sabotaging energy here too, due to emotions. But the reality is your ego is not always going to be stroked. You're not always going to hear what you want to hear. Someone's always going to judge you negatively. But that should have no impact on who you are, your life. Going back to the fucking real, I was speaking about with Kanye. It's the same fucking thing. Just in a different way. It's thundering. But the sun is still shining. But yeah, going back to keeping shit peaceful, you need to rumble. Like, you need to speak. Anything else? But there is, so going back, yeah, honey, when one door closes, another one opens. I know we hear that all the time. But no, seriously, there's an opportunity coming towards you. You know, your ancestors are involved with this opportunity as well, with these birds that are in the sky. And with the Page of Wands, this is something like, what did you want as a child? Like, what did you wish for? What did you dream for? Now, for some of you, you could be detached from whatever this is because, you know, the root of why you wanted it, it's traumatic, it's unhealthy, it's of the shadow and not of the light. And you know, we always talk about building on a strong foundation and things of that nature. But there's something about no matter the root of what it is, there's a passion. There's a certain passion that you had because of a certain experience. And it's coming time for you to live that truth. It's coming time for you to live the truth of a dream that you once spoke. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. All right, we're going to end with a tea leaf before we get into the individual signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have basket, recognition, reward for merit. You have chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Well, damn. You have pineapple, reconciliation. It's upright though. So forgiveness, healing, that going back energy. Why is a chair empty here? You are on the road to success. So someone is leaving your life because the contract is finished, basically. What's clarifying is you're on the road to success, but instead of focusing on the road to success, you focus on losses a lot. Like, I don't know. You have muddled, unclear thinking. Yeah, the first spread was all over the place. There's a so this is the second time younger men and men have come out. Um so this lets me know, this is because it came out in the earth element reading, but this is letting me know that there's a maturity amongst men happening collectively. Praise the Lord. Okay, but there is. You have bags something important such as a new job or raise, work, achievement, success. So in the matters of business, chef's kiss, beloved, chef's kiss. I keep seeing tool of great passion, so I'll keep it. But I do feel like there's a lot of passion about to enter your life. You also have pay attention to your finances. I don't know. There's about to be a financial, there's already been a financial shift, but it's not over. Everybody needs to save and not recklessly spend at this time. Yeah, you have taken a vacation physically or mentally in revert. When it comes to physical vacations, no. Earth elements got that too. There's a lot to be about to be a lot of changes to travel, okay? I don't know why my scalp is itching. My hair is clean. You have dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Oh, I have been using this new growth stuff. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Yeah, love, deep affection and caring. So for some of you, there could be a long distance relationship, healing, renewal, because it's reconciliation, love, deep affection and caring, a distant friend. It could be platonic. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be either or. It doesn't fucking matter. Some of you could be, y'all be mixing work and business, okay? God bless you. You have romance, celebration, and party in reverse. So with whatever recognition and rewards you receive, there's a need to, I hear, celebrate your wins silently. Don't publicize them at this time. I see the evil eye, so protect yourself. Yeah, and then you have rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. There's jealousy around. I hear it's thicker. It's about to be thicker now more than ever before. Take that how it resonates. Misunderstanding, and it's people are reacting, or you could be reacting, and you don't have all the facts. Anything else? Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding, and happiness. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So there is a level of coming, air signs. For some of you, it's in the romance department. For some of you, it's in the friendship department. For others of you, it's in the work department. For others of you, it's in multiple departments. It just depends. But there's a theme of appreciation attached to this, because it's like Spirit is showing me a world full of people that are happy, right? But you know, a little drama can sometimes make shit fun. It can, you know. Having a certain experience all the time can become boring. But it's like if God were to grant everyone their biggest wish fulfillment at one time, if the world could be happy at once, it wouldn't last, because it's something about the art of receiving and the appreciation lasting. For example, when you drive a new car off a lot, it immediately depreciates, right? It depreciates in value. But it's like Spirit wants to be able to bless you, and you appreciate the value for as long as the value can be appreciated without making it short-lived or short-term or anything like that. But until that lesson is learned, it's gonna be some shit. It's just what I hear, okay? Now you have skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Again, you need to express. It is a theme. That is, I don't know how to say it any other way, okay? And if you are someone that has a platform and you express, you are holding some shit back that you need to express, okay? You have clouds, temporary problems. Once you do so, though, I hear the clouds start to fade away. Then you have someone will try to make you do something against your will. There's a lot of peer pressure happening. I don't know what's up with that. You have September. This could be a Virgo or a Libra or during this month. Marriage. Someone will make you try to do something against your will. September and marriage. I don't know what to say to that. Forces working against you. So someone, marriage, it doesn't have to be literal, but it's like someone wants to force you into some type of commitment that it's like you're not feeling it. It's not aligned with you. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't connect for you in somehow, some way. Yeah, you have broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Shield, you need to defend yourself. Forces working against you. Why are people trying to be forceful with you? Or are you trying to be forceful? But whoever's trying to be forceful, why? We have February, Aquarius, Pisces. So September is Virgo, Libra. February, yeah, Aquarius, Pisces. And the reason as to why vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. What? You have casket. Okay. Someone going, literally, okay, there, something is ending. Chair empty and casket, something is done. Right? So let's just say you're on the stance, you're fucking done. But there could be a Virgo, a Libra. I hear sun sign specifically. Aquarius or Pisces that is attempting to force you into a type of commitment or partnership that you don't want to be in. There's something about you and stability. Somehow this is connected to stability. And they're doing this because of paranoia. I don't know, you could be connected to someone and they could start being hella controlling. They are paranoid, okay? And whatever they're paranoid about, they got secrets about, okay? So just see how the fuck it unfolds. But there's a need. You're going to have to, and again, you could be trying to keep the peace in a situation, but you need to stand your grounds, okay? I don't know what this is. I don't know. It's a lot of shit. All right. Anything else before you get into the individual signs? You may have help in something right now. That help could be leaving. You have teardrops and table. It's giving TT, auntie energy. Great personal sorrow. Hard work ahead. Time to get out of a situation. So I hear tentative. The letter T is significant. But yeah. Whatever situation you need to get out of, you need to walk away from, there is sadness here, right? But it needs to be done. You are, the story, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You're a part of building this table. Yeah, karma, you will reap what you have sown. And I feel like you have been blocked from building the table. It's like you start, stop, start, stop. It's time to, I hear, cease all of that. Anything else? Yeah, a path with money is waiting for you to find it. And once you handle your business, you know, get out of this situation, you know, cry it out, do what you got to do, and then get to work. The karma that you will reap is wish fulfillment. And this could have to do with family matters, but peace and harmony, okay, are what's to come. And there could be hard work ahead when it comes to creating peace and harmony for yourself, but it's worth it. And then you have somebody is getting engaged, married, but it's like they don't want that. They really don't want to marry the person. Diamond ring, you are highly thought of. And unsuccessful plans, tying the knot. All right. June, Cancer, Gemini energy. Do not be tempted to lower your standards, honey. And then broken ring. Something's not going to last. Shit may be good right now, but some shit's about to hit the fucking fan. Yeah, stubborn, aggressive person, love. Take care, enemies are working against someone is controlling. It's giving me the energy of like not knowing that someone is abusive until they have you. It's like, baby, we didn't see all the movies and the lifetimes and shit, okay? It's giving me the intensity of that, like, it ain't safe, okay? Okay, we said enough. Let's get into the individual signs. Who's first? Gemini. No, someone is a woman beater, though. Seriously, I want to get out of this energy. Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Virgo new moon, partial solar eclipse for Gemini, please. All right, you have exchanging gifts, no place like home, Gemini. Thinker in reverse. A leg up sideways. Building blocks upright. Loyal heart in reverse. What the hell? Okay, so someone has the love language of gift giving. And they do this the most to make up for acts of disloyalty. Some of you are connected to someone that is disloyal, though. This person has been in your home. You may have had to kick them out of your home. I hear an enemy of my enemy is my enemy. Not all of you operate that way, though, but you should. The doves are making a lot of noise. But yeah, an enemy of my enemy is my enemy. Some of you have someone close to you that is a friend of your enemy, which means that person is you. Okay? Yeah, leg up sideways. Whoever this person is, they could have helped you, assisted you somehow, but it's like their help and their assistance came with problems. This could be like a sibling, family member, partner. Someone's disloyal, though. Some of you could catch someone cheating. Yeah, chop wood in reverse. Something. A lot of you could be moving out. You could be trying to get out of a situation, get out of an exchange with someone. But with building blocks, it's like you're struggling. You're struggling to find a home. or create stability on your own. Yeah, you have why here. Let me see if Spirit will answer that for me. Astrocartography is coming up. Location. Yeah, between worlds. Have a lot of threes here. Now, for others of you, you've been disloyal to yourself, right? You haven't been honoring commitments. You say you're going to save. You say you're going to be disciplined in one area of your life, and you haven't been honoring that. So, disloyalty to yourself. You're being a Judas to yourself, right? It's like with the exchanging gifts, giving advice that you're not taking for yourself type of energy. Now, with no place like home, no place like home always gives separation for elevation because this house is so far up in the sky, but it's also hanging like a birdhouse, right? So having the highest perspective, right? But also needing to monitor the energy that is in and out of your home. Think of like your home is a temple, but a lot of you don't treat it as a temple. It's your sanctuary. A lot of you don't treat it as a sanctuary. You know, yeah. With Thinker, there's a need to get out of your head and take action towards something. I hear something has played out. Something. A lot of y'all need to move. Okay? You need to move to somewhere that is more tropical. But again, get into your astrocartography. But also be mindful of the help that you accept and the problems that it comes with. Also be mindful of the help that you give and the problems that may come with that too, okay? I hear both apply. Why it's still out here, I'm going to clarify it. Damn, conflict is upright. There's conflict. I don't know what's happening with travel, but it is conflict and love. Here, Keisha Cole, I should have cheated. You know what this is giving me? It's giving me fucking American Gods. This has been coming up when Shorty, she was cheating on Shadow. And she was involved because we was talking about Deep Throat at the beginning. And she was giving the dude she was cheating on her husband with head, and they got in an accident and they both died. Like conflict. This is a plane crash. This book has angel wings on it. And then you have love. This is karmic. Whatever this is, it's very karmic. If you're trying to wonder why there's so much conflict, the reason is karmic. I hear they don't know, they don't know. You have change here. It fell on top of love. I see divorce court. Yeah, the devil in reverse, the sun. Someone is not happy and someone's been faking their happiness. But someone's about to be honest. Yeah, strength. Someone is suffering in some type of connection. Someone is miserable as fuck. They do not like who the fuck. It's like they are intentionally trying to sabotage something so that someone will walk away. Yeah, literally thinking of a master fucking plan, okay? To end some shit. Someone does not want to be with someone anymore. They don't want to be friends, lovers, none of that. Live together, sleep in the same bed, fuck them. Like, they are done. Yeah, there's no more passion. There's no more vitality here. There's no more, I hear chemistry here. Yeah, there once was. Someone's trying to reignite that, but Hermit, it's not happening. It's just not. It is what it is. There's a lot of people, you know, when it comes to trying to extend expired contracts, there's a collective lesson being learned with that. Again, comfort only gets us so far, okay? And someone is tired of being comfortable with somebody's ass. But 411 again, this is information that is coming, okay? Or being expressed, however the shoe fucking fits. The cycle is done. And someone is about to become aware of this, okay? With knowledge, all right? And someone just wants to create wealth somewhere else. A legacy somewhere else. And maybe, we don't know people's birth charts and things. I know Cardi B just dropped an album, but I'm seeing the invasion of privacy. So, because I just said, you know, we don't be knowing people's birth charts and things, but I saw invasion of privacy. I know she's a Libra, but it's giving trying to, again, figure out the why. It's none of your fucking business. Hold on, this card is, let me see something. Lovers in reverse came out. Yeah, we about to move on to Libra. Hold on, I just want to see the 4th track on that album. Hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. Bodak Yellow is the 4th song. I don't dance now. I make money moves. June 16th, 2017. You have 6 here, the Lovers in reverse. So yeah, between winter and June, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but some shit is breaking down. I don't know. 16 is the Tower. Anything else? Ace of Air, the Truth. There's a lot of you are walking to an unexpected new beginning. Yeah. The answer to why is time. Time. The transformation is not happening. Defeat. That's a dragonfly being caught. You know, spiders come out when we shift into fall. So yeah. There's something about perfect timing though with this as well. I don't know. You're about to see. The universe about to do some shit, okay? That's the best way I can put it. Yeah, just be brave, okay? Anything that is destructive to you or you're being destructive with is being removed, okay? It's just that's just the way it is. Yeah, stability, something is no longer stable. We're saying the same thing. Anything else? I'm about to move on to Libra. A lot of you could be starting over, rebuilding from the ground up. Yeah, alone. Because your partner, your lovers and shit, shit is reversed. Some of you, this is a lesson of independence versus codependence. Yep. And self-trust, for sure. All right. I love you, Gemini. We will talk in your, in your October reading next week, okay? There's some information that you don't know, okay? Somebody is keeping secrets from you or vice versa. Where's the phone though? All right, who's next? Libra. Libra. All right, Virgo, new moon, solar eclipse for Libra. Happy birthday, Libra. I know Libra season's about to start if you're a Libra sun. You have mending, unfinished symphony, and reverse. So it's happy. I don't know if this is like a door that was once closed is reopening. Something that was once lost will now be found. Or if this is healing to a relationship. I keep hearing my fucking TV. I don't know, that shit is weird. But you have happy 26. 26 is karmic, so that's good karma. I don't know, what else for Libra throughout this eclipse? A leg up. You could find that you are just more happier alone. You know, you could just not be as communicative, you know. You could be just very very just loving your own energy. And for some of you, you may have been forced into this because the help that you thought would be there with mending being here was not. And you know, this could have definitely hurt your feelings with blessed in reverse. But it's like, even though blessed is in reverse, you're not viewing something as bad per se. Clarify blessed in reverse for Libra. Yeah, soulmates in reverse. So, some of y'all, you and Gemini's messages are starting to intertwine. But hold on. It's also giving like not viewing something as a loss, or not feeling like you're without something, or something is being withheld from you because you no longer feel connected to it. Does that make sense? So round and round and TikTok in reverse fell right underneath mending. Time is up. What's happy for Libra? By the book. So you doing things the right way, step by step, honoring the process, honoring the journey is about to lead to a lot of fulfillment. Yeah, you honoring the narrative of slow and steady wins the race. And not with the leg up in reverse. Like, you know, there are so many ways to get views, to get subscribers, organically, non-organically, and then there's a way to do it organically. For a lot of you, you've been doing something organically, and that's about to pay off. But you also have time to go in loyal heart in reverse, so you could have it's a lot of disloyalty. Some of you could be cutting off a Gemini, or I don't know. Your mind is changing about something in Gemini season. Yeah. Yeah. Deep knowing. You're also, I don't know, there's something about the gift of foresight that you have. Being able to see things that are together dismantled in the future. I don't know, it's connected to a gift of foresight. But you could view this as something very negative. But I hear you can't help the inevitable. So yeah, I feel like something has been disturbing your peace, and there's need to make peace with it. It's like you can't control your gifts, you know, but wanting to control your gifts. With this deep knowing being here. That's not all of you though. There's definitely though, yeah, there's a third eye activation. I'm looking at the star on this happy card. But this happy, it's heavily connected to integrity as well. Because by the book 11, Libra energy, it's clarifying it. So the fates just fell out. The fates in reverse, mending. That feels like a backfire. It feels like someone was just taken advantage of, not appreciated. Something happened. And someone said enough is enough. And someone took the L, like just, or will take the L when with that enough is enough energy. And then it's kind of like, you know, you don't know what you have until it's gone type shit, whether this is a friend or a lover. And someone is very aware of who they are, what they have. And then someone realizes after the fact. But it's like once someone realizes, it really is too fucking late. I don't know what this is. But yeah, building blocks in reverse. It's kind of giving me the energy of someone that starts removing the problem, whatever they think is the problem is. And then they realize, you know, oh, since I removed this, I'm feeling better about this, you know? And just taking notes of certain shit. And so then it's like, you know, when the world turns, as time comes back around, you know, mending where there's usually an energy of reconnection. If it's been that way, it's not about to be that way. Soulmates in reverse, a leg up in reverse, blessed in reverse, and someone already fucking knows this. But it's just, this was how it was meant to be. I don't know what else to say. Anything else for Libra? It's like, yeah, serendipity fell, but serendipity fell similar to where the fucking lighter fell at the very beginning. So there's, you need to go through your shit, okay? Every drawer, every fucking letter, everything. I don't know, some of y'all got a hidden check somewhere. You got some money hidden somewhere that you about to find. You need to go through every fucking thing. And that's been coming up a lot lately. But what else was I about to say? Shit, hold on. I put all the cards back. I meant to say something else. Oh, they're right here. Okay, hold on. Oh, thank you. Huh. So someone is changing at a rapid pace. Someone else or other people are changing more so at a snail's pace. The energy is just not aligned with that face being in reverse. And with unfinished symphony, like instead of it sounding like a sweet melody, it just sounds like dun dun dun. Like it's something, I don't know. This energy is light, it's being carried. The other energy is very heavy. But again, there's a need to focus on the transformations that are happening internally and externally throughout this year of the snake, and the not necessarily the rapidness of that, but for some there's a lot of rapid change happening simultaneously at one time. So whatever cannot keep up with that energy, it has to fall away, it has to break away. Castaway. What is Castaway? Is Castaway a movie? We're about to move to Aquarius. Hold on. Castaway. Oh, it is a movie about adventure and romance. Hold on, let me see. Came out in the year 2000. What was Y2K? That was a Y2K movement. December 7th, 2000. Okay, what's it about? Obsessively punctual. Some of you have OCD. Obsessively punctual FedEx executive Chuck Nolan, played by Tom Hanks. Oh, it's on Hulu. Is en route to an assignment in Malaysia when his plane crashes. We saw the plane in the conflict, and when his plane crashes over the Pacific Ocean during a storm, the sole survivor of the flight, Chuck, washes ashore on a deserted island. When his efforts to sail away and contact help fail, Chuck learns how to survive on the island, where he remains for years, accompanied by only his handmade volleyball friend Wilson. Will Chuck ever return to civilization and reunite with his loved ones? That's very interesting. We're going to leave that there. Aquarius. Okay. I think I'm going to finish with water today and do fire tomorrow, Sunday, day of the sun. All right, Aquarius, happy solar eclipse. Damn, we have not for you. Something is not for you, honey. And this eclipse is clarifying that. A change in the wind is coming. You have 612. I got 612s. You have clean it up, Aquarius. 1221 is here. Isn't that the start of winter? Chaos and conflict is sideways. Thinker is sideways. Come to the edge is upright. Community, Aquarius. Serendipity for you as well. Okay, the air signs got some serendipity coming in. TikTok, it's just a matter of time. Anything else for Aquarius? No, but you have truth be told and happy, happy. Okay. So, yeah, something is definitely not for you. A zebra doesn't change its stripes, right? But I feel like whatever's not for you, you know it's not for you. And with the change in the wind, you are air energy, but you could definitely be calling in a change. Like, for a lot of you, you could just be speaking to the universe. I'm getting more so speaking outside versus inside, like speaking to nature, speaking to the air, speaking to the moon, speaking to the sun, whatever the case may be. Now, you have cleaned it up next to a change in the wind. And as you see, this is 1221 energy, but they're opposite facing, right? But looking in the clean it up card, what's following that is chaos and conflict and thinker. So when it comes to your mind, how do I say this? Your thoughts are affirming what you want and what you don't want, okay? There's a need to truly pay attention to your thoughts, because your mind, there's this energy of mental clarification of what's not for you and what needs to change and what you need to clean up. But it's like you're avoiding whatever this is because of chaos and conflict. You're trying to avoid the chaos and conflict. With thinkers, like trying to figure out a loophole where it's a works best for all type of energy. I don't think that's possible at this time. It works best for all, because wherever people are being asked to reject, there's a lesson. Whoever is being rejected has to experience a lesson. So it's like, you know, being an let me just say it this way. Being sovereign, right? Being autonomous It comes with the power and the ability to be able to make your own judgment calls, okay? And those judgment calls, it may help you and hurt someone else, which has been a theme, okay? That's a theme collectively throughout this eclipse. Motherfuckers feelings, people are about to be hurt. It's the energy of somebody has to get hurt. So who's it going to be? And whoever is getting hurt, it's a lesson. And it's not like pun intended type of energy. Shit, you didn't hurt some people and had to learn some lessons. I didn't hurt some people and had to learn some lessons. And the cycle continues, all right? Now, there's a need. You're being asked to pour more into your community, show love, you're being asked to take more risk when it comes to stepping out into the community, connecting with others. But I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? Thank you. Orphaned. And then new life. So some of you may be experiencing a new life in some aspect, a new experience, but you feel extremely disconnected. You know, these are two different energies here. Orphaned and new life. The pictures express two different energetic frequencies, right? I feel like the orphan energy is what's not for you, and there's a change in the wind coming to that, which is why you have community here and serendipity. I do feel like there is an elevation coming to you on behalf of your community. So if your community has been, I hear flip-flop, that shit is about to be 10 toes standing strong down. I don't know. There's about to be a lot of love poured into you. The more that you show up for the people, the more that the people show up for you. And you could be inconsistent with how you show up for the people because you feel like people are not showing up for you. But there's a shift in that somehow, some way. I'm just show up more and see what happens. I hear test the theory. Test the theory for 3 weeks. Because you have 21 here. And 30 on TikTok. The number 3 is heavy. So test it for 3 weeks and see what happens. I'm seeing the Empress card, the number 3. No place like home. A lot of you could be looking for a new home, looking for a new community. One that is serendipitous, peaceful, non-violent, non-chaotic. You have fork in the road. You're gonna find, I hear, the perfect home, the perfect location. Happy with every amenity that you want. Something, I don't know. You're about to, something, I hear, do you want a silver platter or a golden platter? But which is more valuable, gold or silver? To you, you know. You have Observer in reverse. It's giving future, watch this. He's an Aquarius. And then you have time to go here and now. So this is like, you know, having a bucket list, having a wish list, having screenshots of places and things you want to do and go, but never doing or going, okay? With just here and now and time to go. It feels like, excuse me, there's about to be a lot of action, a lot of motion, a lot of movement. But there's this energy of like, it's not the calm before the storm. Hold on. Okay, so Libra had cast away, baby. You had the perfect storm. Now, the perfect storm came up for Pisces. I don't remember when, But there's a movie called The Perfect Storm. This came out in 2002. 2000 also. Not 2002, but it came out in the year 2000. Castaway came out in 2000 as well. So, I don't know. Y'all are connected. But, I mean, your air elements, obviously. So, based on a true story, The Perfect Storm, the film tells of the courageous men and women who risk their lives every working day, pitting their fishing boats and rescue vessels against the capricious forces of nature. Their worst fears are realized at sea on Halloween of 1991. So be mindful of Halloween in the water, okay? When they are confronted by 3 raging weather fronts, which unexpectedly collide to produce the greatest, fiercest storm in modern history, the perfect storm. When was when was Castaway released? 2000. And then this was released, The Perfect Storm was June 30th, 2000. Very interesting. Oh, it's a book on it. This was in the North Atlantic. Very interesting. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but maybe you got a change in the wind here, okay? You see the wind and how it's blowing in the gazebo and canopy, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else? Soulmates, though. And Treasure Islands. And then you have Higher Power 4. So, Aquarius, you have the sea turtle here, which represents that's not important. So you have Treasure Island and you have Soulmates. And these 2 cards are connected to the Change in the Wind card. And in this Soulmates, there's like a higher power above the 2 penguins. So it's definitely giving divine intervention, which storms. I know we got the fucking, maybe manipulating the weather and shit, but, you know, God's hand be in some shit too. We have a higher power here. But this is also like being divinely guided to someone or something. And this soulmates, it's giving like safety, protection. There's something I want to say in relation to that, but I have to protect my vision, so I'm gonna keep it to myself. But with this Treasure Island, you see all of these damn hearts and then all of these damn stars and hearts. Can you see them? And you are the star. So it's giving like the one that is giving the healer, like the healer needs to be healed, right? But let's just, for whoever I'm speaking to, you may not have, like, who heals the healer type shit. You're about to connect with that individual. You're sit from heaven. But yeah, literally a higher power. You're about to connect. Somebody is about to be healing the healer if no one has been healing the healer. Or it's like if people have been, if the fuck, let me get it out. If the healing connections have been short-lived, something is about to come in that's long-term. Okay? Okay. That's what I have to say. Are we good? Hold on. What else for Aquarius? Last card. Justice, to be fair. I feel like you need to learn how to receive. Okay? Learn how to receive. I'm going to end this, post the timestamps, do water signs. And again, I think I'm going to do fire tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But I love you. God bless you.